My name is Leah Jessup, and uh,
Hi, I'm Prithvi Hardikar.
and we are mental health and wellness peer educators here for a Mental Health Monday to art with us. I'm a health and human services major with a concentration in public health.
And I'm majoring in data science with concentration in business analytics.
And now that you've met us a little bit, hopefully you're completely prepared to do some art. But before we kind of get into the nitty gritty of art and have fun, we're going to talk about the benefits of art. Yeah, how art can actually be beneficial for you, because art is all around. You just got to find it. Look up in the sky and see the clouds, or even look at the ugly art that's on your doctor's walls. Art can help spur creativity, and creativity is good. Don't fight it. If you feel the flow, go with it, because art can help us de-stress and fight burnout and just feel emotionally better. And because burnout is such a hot topic word, I'm going to define it a little bit. Burnout is a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged stress, such as working all the time and not taking those days off, or going to class all the time and not taking a semester off in the summer to kind of relax and de-stress and not be worried about academia for a minute. As long as you're having fun, art is helpful. Art can engage all of your senses. And for some examples, you can go to an art show or a museum. Smell, you can get scented markers or even scented Play-Doh. I love lemon scented markers. It makes me want to eat them, which is not good. Touch, Play-Doh or kinetic sand. I, as a kid, loved playing with Play-Doh to the point that, my parents banned it in certain places because, I'll get it into the carpet. I was that kid. Taste, you can enjoy your favorite food or decorate a cake and eat a little bit of the frosting along the way. Hear, go to a concert or throw on some earphones and listen to music, or even blast it from your speaker. On your drive to class or work, throw on the radio and just enjoy. Because art can help improve your cognition, motor control, emotional control, and a lot more.
So I'm just gonna talk about art prompts, and there are certain activities which you can do at home at your own time. So I'll just go through a few activities which we personally like. Then you can just try that as well. So there are art therapy exercises. So with respect to emotion, relaxation, gratitude, and also something related to like sensories. So first I'll go with emotions. That is, first one is pain from the heart. So write whatever you want, draw whatever you want. Then there's no judgmental. Just, it'll let you just go flow through. And you can also like take this as a exercise, like you can use heart as a pattern and then fill out different parts of the heart with the emotions of your feelings right now. And then like also like you can just like paint a mountain and a valley, or your emotions highs and lows. So mountain as it represents something which makes you happy, and valley that when you're sad. So you can like kind of draw that way, which is kind of unique. Now I'll just talk about relaxation. So you can like paint to music. So letting your creativity flow in response to music is a great way, and it's therapeutic too. And it'll let out your feelings and then it'll help you relax. So also you can just like consider drawing in the dark, because there's no end result to it. You just like go and then like start drawing without even like worrying about the output, which is kind of unique, and which also like let your creativity flow just like that. And also I personally like coloring the book, because you can just like there are a lot of emotions attached with respect to colors. You can just like use colors as a tool, and then like you can just like draw whatever you want. That'll actually kind of, I really like the output of it in the end. So that's my personal favorite. And next one is gratitude. I usually use this most of the time. So writing on leaves to create a gratitude tree that actually help you create a gratitude tree in the end. So you can just like make something which you're grateful for. You can just like write down things, and then like a lot of leaves will make a tree look good. So that's what I like it. Then you can also like paint a rock, so that you can consider this way. So it'll offer strength. So there are like two ways that you can relate to. Once paint a rock with things that empowers you, or maybe like paint a rock that with struggles that you overcome. So, or also you can consider making a art for a friend. So just like write or make something for someone like who is close to you, that'll make them feel good, make you feel good, and also that'll empower them also to like start with something therapeutic, right?
And there's also sensory aspects to art that are fun. You can play with Play-Doh or clay and make something and then mash it and start over. Or if you're working with pottery clay, you can actually see if a local spot has a kiln and you can fire it up and then you have a mug or something. You can get finger paint. Okay, I know we all finger painted when we were younger, but it can still be really fun as an adult to just get a bunch of paint out, especially if it's acrylic and like water soluble and safe, and just paint all over a canvas with our fingers. It really kind of just lets you be free with what you're doing. Also, we can't ignore the fiber crafts. Knit, crochet, make a blanket. All those things are art, and all those things can be fun. And so now we're gonna have a little bit of free time, but we're also gonna show you how to make a gratitude tree.
Yep. You can also try in the meantime with us.
Yeah, feel free to draw with us because we're gonna make a gratitude tree. And how you make a gratitude tree is that you're gonna just make a tree.
It need not be perfect, just like randomly.
And write on the leaves things that you are grateful for. So like I'm grateful for my cat because she loves me untraditionally. She loves me all the time.
I'm grateful for my friends because most of the time I'm spending time with them. So that makes me happy. So I'm grateful for them.
I am also grateful for my friends. I'm really grateful for like, I don't know, our free time together. So like time with friends. Because we don't get to see each other often anymore.
I'm also grateful to my work because that keeps me sane and busy all the time. So that's one of the things that I look forward to every day.
And so this is something that you can do at home. It's something you can do quickly when you need to. You know, when you're having a bad day, you can just make a gratitude tree.
Definitely.
But there's more to art than just painting or writing stuff down. It can engage your senses. I love to embroider. I don't get to do it as much as I like, but it makes things really fun for me. So like I am trying to embroider a cat, which is like half the cat face. This is a little ear for a friend because she likes cats and also keeps me on my toes. It gives me something to do when I watch TV. So, and also embroidery is pretty cheap. You can get thread from most like superstores these days, and you just need a sewing needle. You really technically don't need a embroidery hoop, but it really helps, and just some loose fabric. You can use an old t-shirt or old pair of jeans, or you can buy specialty fabric that you like. Art is what you make of it, and ultimately, art is helpful. So I hope you guys go on to make art, have fun, and not take it seriously.
Feel free to like choose any of them, and then also you can like through online, check it online, and then YouTube videos, and you have like great things to do as well. So feel free to do whatever it is, even if it's 5 minutes, totally fine. It will actually help you relax. Then it's therapeutic too.
Yeah, feel free to make it a social activity. Go over Zoom and art with your friends and just talk and make art together.
I hope you enjoyed our session, and we are hoping that you just go and then like start with the art session as well.
Have fun.